I'm replacing some older sawhorses in my shop, and I'm using a very classic design. It's an old design I found in a magazine, a fine woodworking magazine, years and years ago. And I've been using this design for probably 35 years in the shop. The first step in making this sawhorse is working with the saddle. And this is the saddle. By the way, you can see here's one that I just finished, and these legs socket into a cutout that's in the saddle, and that is a complicated angle cutout. And the first stage is to mark these out. Now I have a template just out of SketchUp that helps me mark these locations, but that's a pencil mark. I want to have knife edges that surround this thing, so I use a marking gauge for the these longer marks, and then I use this angle gauge to mark out the end locations. Now the top and the bottom cutouts are different. This was the template for the top, but the bottom face has a different template because the cutout is shallower here at the bottom. So this is an angled cutout so that the legs splay out at about a, I don't know, a 75-degree angle, I think. So I've used the marking gauge and the knife to cut all these, or to mark these out, the boundaries. Now the next step is to saw these, and I use a hand saw, and then chop it out with chisels. This is now set up and clamped in my workbench, the saddle here, and you're looking at the bottom face, so this shallow cut here, and then I've got a deeper cut on the top face, which is out here. And I'll use a hand saw here to start this process of getting this removed. All right, and I'm going to come over on that line. Now I've got to watch that I don't go too far down on that bottom face, and I may have a look every once in a while to see where I am, and it looks like I'm already there, and I'm already at the line on this side as well. So I'll just do the other end first. There I am. So what I do now is make a bunch of cuts, because I'm going to remove this waste with a chisel. And now I'll just go between those cuts to get more cuts here. Okay. Now, the next step is to take that material out, and I'll go through the steps for that.